Hello and welcome to Off the Page, a newsreel from Eureka, the bookstore for the young. I'm Seher, here to give you news about new books in each age category. This is to showcase, without spoilers, of course, what's new so that you can make informed choices for your kids. And if you're a young adult, feel free to take your pick. I'll begin with books in the 0 to 4 age range, the first of which is part of a series by Subi Naidu and illustrations by Devashish Verma. And the first in the series is my first funny jungle book, which is filled with animal fusions, such as an elapanda and a cronky. The next in the series is my first Animal Families book, which, as it so accurately says on the back, provides a gentle first lesson on Indian kinship names, giving you an adorable animal family on one side and then the names of the family members on the other, such as Baba Rooster, Ma Hen, and Little Chick, and Amma Tiger, Akka Tiger, and Little Cub. The third in the series is my first fun animals book, which is filled with animals doing human things, such as a hen with a pen and a croc in a frock. And the sentences are simple, short, and they rhyme. And the illustrations are quirky and goofy, and they get more and more entertaining as you go on. Up next, we have a book from the very popular authors of The Gruffalo, Julia Donaldson and Axel Scheffler, which is Cat's Cookbook, a story about a little cat who goes to the library looking for a cookbook as she wants to make a meal for all her family and friends. And it's a lift the flap book, meaning as she reaches the library, there are doors in the book that you can open with her. As she enters the library and learns to navigate it and find what she wants, you open little flaps of books with her. And then when she finally finds her cookbook, you can, sort of see a bit of a sneak peek at the recipe. The book is interactive and a lovely adventure to go on. The next book for ages 4 and up is The Book of Cultures, which is 30 short stories from 30 countries all over the world. And after the short stories, you have beautiful detailed illustrations of the scenery, the culture, the people, the history, its monuments. And you have little fun facts telling you a little bit more about the place. And there are activities you can sit and do with your kids, some right in the book, some outside of it. And this is really the perfect way to start exploring the world right from your home. Up next, for ages 6 and above, we have Topi Rockets from Thumba by Menaka Raman, which follows a young girl called Mary as she watches the scientists arrive in her village to launch India's first ever rocket. And as she asks her millions of questions and watches all the changes happen in her village, she realizes, along with the audience and the reader, why this is so important. And the book is filled with beautiful illustrations that makes this a gorgeous way to explore a part of our history. The next book for ages 10 and up is Spaceship to the Universe by Shruti Rao and Anuradha Jagalur, which is stories of libraries from the moon, from Antarctica, from the past, from the present, and it kind of takes a deep dive into the importance of libraries on cultural levels, on personal levels. It has a lot of stories about influential people and how they wouldn't be who they are if they hadn't had access to a library. And this is a book that I really suggest that you sit down and read with your kids, not because it's hard to understand, that the language is simplistic yet engaging, but because everybody who reads this book, regardless of age, is going to pick up on something different. And it's a lovely way to sort of start off a conversation right in your home about what struck you about the book and what you thought was important. The next book is The Little Mermaid and Other Fairy Tales by Hans Christian Andersen, or as I like to call it, luxury in book form, because the gold foiling on the cover and the illustrations on the cover, and then really it just gets better from here because the illustrations inside the book are vibrant and so intricate that the more you look at them, the more interesting they get. And it's filled with fairy tales that we've all heard of, such as The Little Mermaid, The Ugly Duckling, The Princess and the Pea, and then many that you haven't heard of that aren't as popular. So anyone who's into fairy tales, into the original fairy tales, anyone who's into art, anyone who loves books, this is definitely one for you to pick up. The next book we have is a middle grade novel called Know My Place by Eve Ainsworth, which follows a young girl called Amy who's been in the foster care system for a really long time. The story takes place in dual timeline, one in the past with a foster family that Amy thought was going to be permanent, and then one in the present with her new foster family with whom she has all her walls up and is scared to trust. And this book deals with her longing to be loved, yet her fear to be vulnerable and get hurt again. I would give a warning for bullying with this book, but also know that all its sensitive topics are dealt with a lot of care. The final book for the day is a young adult novel called It Has No Name by Payal Dhar, which follows 16-year-old Sami as she moves back to her mother's hometown of Chandni Sarai, a place where she was once viciously bullied. And Sami, who likes to keep her hair cut short, who likes to wear shirts and pants and not dress in a traditionally feminine way, is used to being constantly asked the question, are you a girl? Are you a boy? And so understandably, she doesn't want to move to a place where she's going to have to explain herself all over again and then wait for people to get used to her. But the town surprises her from the very beginning. She finds refuge in her school's cricket team. She makes friends with a surprising amount of LGBTQ youth, which gives her an opportunity to explore and express a side of herself that she hadn't had the opportunity to before. It's a beautiful coming-of-age story of a gay teen in modern India. There are a few content warnings I would give with this book for self-harm, cyberbullying, and domestic violence, but know that the author treats its characters with a lot of empathy, making this a very important book to read. Liked what you saw and heard? Want to buy any of these? Log on to www.eurekabookstore.com and place your order now. Also, follow us on Instagram for a daily feed of books. If you happen to live in Delhi or are just visiting, please drop by at M75 M Block Market, Greater Kailash Part 2. Our team will be more than happy to help you choose books. Let us know in the comment section what you liked or did not, and if you have any suggestions about what else you would like to see, please let us know.